The Week is powered by Sinclair Law Office.
Our fever game of the week features the top two teams, the District of Doom, as the Kilgore Bulldogs faced off against the unbeaten Lindale Eagles. James Grant joins us live from Eagle Stadium to show us what went down between these two title contenders. James, take it away.
Hey, Garrett, it may just be the middle of October, but we're already into week 8, and the games are really starting to matter. Maybe none with more on the line than here tonight at Eagle Stadium in Lindale, where the Eagles took on a one-loss Kilgore Bulldogs team that was battling them for the District of Doom crown. That's right, the district title on the line tonight here in Lindale, week 8 of the high school football season. Now, Kilgore's won 4 straight games over Lindale. Coming into this one, Lindale's last win over Kilgore came back in 2020, the year Lindale went all the way to the state title game. And tonight was a game full of many highlights with a lot on the line. So let's go ahead and get to some of those big plays. Again, the high-flying Lindale Eagles coming in at 7-0, putting up over 28 points in all their games, hosting the 6-1 Kilgore Bulldogs. Their only loss coming to Carthage week 1, and tonight's showdown for the top spot in the District of Doom. No score first quarter. Kilgore QB Kason Brooks zips it to a cutting Dre Sanders, who catches it in stride, and Sanders slips a tackle as he tight ropes the sideline, running it in for the Bulldogs touchdown as Kilgore takes a 7-0 lead. Kilgore still up 7-0 with the ball. Bulldogs backed up deep in their own territory. Brooks hands it to Rayshawn Williams, and like a shot out of a cannon, Williams bursts through a hole and he takes off in the open field, eventually getting chased down by a couple of Eagles defenders after the long run into Lindale territory. Later in the drive, Dogs threatening Brooks, gives it back to Williams. Williams muscles his way in despite losing the football, but the play was ruled a touchdown, and Williams' rushing TD puts Kilgore up 14-0. Lindale down 14-0, trying to claw back. Eagles QB David Lindig lets it fly deep. And how about Lindale wideout Brody Copeland going up high to snag the pass, coming down with the nice grab as the Lindale offense gets the spark they needed on Copeland's big catch. A few plays later, Lindig fakes the handoff before he steps up and airs one out deep down the field, where his guy Copeland is there to haul in the pass in stride, and the sure-handed Copeland gets into the end zone for the touchdown, getting the Eagles on the board, and it's 14-6 Kilgore after a blocked extra point. Kilgore would answer back, though. Brooks follows his big guys up front, powering his way across the goal line and in for the touchdown as Kilgore extends its lead to 21-6. And as we take a look at tonight's final score, Kilgore was up 21-9 at the half, and that was as close as the Eagles would get as Kilgore kept it rolling in the second half, clinching district with tonight's 49-29 win over Lindale. I caught up with Kilgore head football coach Clint Fuller after the game. Coach Fuller talked about how his guys relied on their formula for success in tonight's big road win over Lindale.
I mean, our kids were incredibly focused, and they have been all year, which is why we've been successful up to this point. You know, we have a formula that we follow, and our kids understand it. They understand how to prepare, what it takes to be at their best every Friday night, and we're going to enjoy this one tonight, but we'll be back at it on Monday.
Kilgore takes the District of Doom crown with tonight's 49-29 win over Lindale. That's 5 straight wins for the Bulldogs over Lindale, dating back to the 2021 season. Kilgore, they went all the way to state last year, and they seem to be trending that way right now. A lot of football left and 2 games left for the Bulldogs. They're going to host Palestine next Friday night as they look to protect that perfect district record and keep this thing rolling. Also, Lindale, they're going to try to bounce back on the road at Maybank. This is still a dangerous Eagles team. They should not be discouraged by the result tonight. Again, this is, was a tit-for-tat thing, and Kilgore just a little more efficient on offense, especially there in the second half. For now, I'm live here at Eagle Stadium in Lindale, where Kilgore captures the District of Doom crown tonight. James Grant, Garrett, I'll send it back to you, sir.